In this video, I want to cover how do you choose the right builder. There are so many builders that are out there that when you start thinking about building a new home, how do you know which one to go with? And there's a lot of marketing materials, and so it's hard to say, well, what's real and what's just marketing fluff. There's also a lot of different price points. There's different things that some builders include that others don't. It makes it very hard to make a fair comparison. So I want to give you a few guiding principles to help you choose the right builder. And the first is, whenever possible, choose a local builder. There's a lot of big national builders, folks like D.R. Horton, Lennar, even Toll Brothers is a big national builder. And though they might build some really great homes or beautiful homes, my concern with national publicly traded builders is that at the end of the day, they're not accountable to you as the homeowner. Instead, they have to answer to their shareholders. Their key concern is profitability and the return that they bring their shareholders. And the enjoyment that you have of your home, while they care about that, it really is secondary to their need to be profitable. Now, I'm not trying to say that all of those folks are bad, but I have seen, especially on some of the less expensive builders, the big national guys, it leads to the cutting of corners and compared to a local builder, oftentimes just a subpar product. And that's why I always encourage going with a local builder, because most likely local builder is not publicly traded, which means that at the end of the day, they are accountable to you as the homeowner for the quality of the home that they deliver and the customer experience that you have. And as a local builder, they live and die by the reputation that they build within the community. So the stakes are higher for a local builder. That's one of the reasons why I recommend going with somebody who's local. Also, a local builder, I just trust them to know the area a whole lot better, especially here in the Pacific Northwest, where in the Vancouver, Clark County, Washington area, we have a lot of rain. We have a lot of things to think about when it comes to sloping elevations, flood zones, and a local builder that's been in the area for a while is probably going to have a lot more experience building in this unique climate. They've faced a lot of the different challenges. They know how to approach those and mitigate the kind of risks that come from this climate and environment, which then leads to, I think, a better product in the end for you and something that's going to likely last a lot longer. Less mistakes, less chance for error. The other part that I love about having a local builder is that most likely the people who are working on your home, building your home, the employees of the company, they likely live in those same communities. And so there really is a pride that I find local builders take in the homes and the communities that they develop, because they're developing for their neighbors. And again, that plays into the reputational piece, but it's just nice knowing that when you're going with a local builder, you are investing your own dollars into a home and into a business that is already invested in the local community, rather than, lining the pockets of some shareholder in New York City. Those are my thoughts on why it's so important to go with a local builder and why I think that you're going to have a better experience with them. The second piece in choosing the right builder is really looking into the reputation of the different builders that you're considering working with. And while that might sound like an obvious thing, it's not always easy to find out. I mean, yeah, you can go online and look at different reviews, and reviews are tricky though, because again, the bigger a builder is, especially the national builders, they're going to have a lot more reviews, and I don't know how much I trust reviews in general, because you can have your employees review the builder, you can pay for different reviews. The larger a company is, the more resources they have to mitigate bad reviews. And generally on smaller builders, it's only going to be the people who had a bad experience. They're going to be the loudest voices, and the people that had an amazing experience, well, they're frankly less likely to leave a review. So that can be a little bit tricky just by going online. Instead, I find it far better to ask a builder for references of people that have built a home with them, or if you have friends or connections in the community that have built a home recently, ask about the experience that they had with their builder. What were the things that they liked or didn't like, the areas where the builder exceeded expectations versus disappointments that they came across. And third and finally, and I realize that this one's going to sound very self-serving, but having a buyer's agent, somebody like myself that's on your side, is going to be extremely helpful in identifying the right builder for you, because I have worked with, interacted with most of the builders in Clark County. I've got a really good sense of what their processes are, what their strengths and weaknesses are, how they're going to treat you throughout the process, and what the end result is like. I've just worked with so many different clients and folks that have gone through the process with different builders. I know the ones that have been treated really well and satisfied, and I know the ones that at the end have been really disappointed. And so those kind of insights are things that I'll be able to share with you as somebody who's in the industry, who's interacting with a ton of clients and a ton of builders all day. Well, maybe not every day, but very, very often. Every single week or month, I am interacting with different builders, different clients, and getting those stories. And so I'm able to share those insights with you to help make the match with the right builder based upon your own needs and wants and desires. Again, in summary, the 3 recommendations I have for choosing the right builder is: 1, as much as possible, go with somebody who's local. 2, seek out the builder's reputation based upon community connections or asking for references. And 3rd and finally, have a buyer's agent who's on your side that's able to lend their insights based on experiences with other clients and with different builders. All right, let me know what you think below. And of course, if you'd like to get in touch, you can find all of my contact information in the description. Click the links there. Would love to talk further, but let's move on to the next topic, which is understanding the builder's sales process.